Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In today's video, we'll be talking about 5 extremely simple things DICE could do to Battlefield 2042 that would make the game substantially better. Sometimes I get criticized by people and they say that I don't give constructive criticism, which I disagree with, but for those people that might have criticized me before, here is an entire video of constructive criticism. And with that, let's just get right into this stuff. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit the like button as it really does help the channel out, and subscribe to the channel for more. Turn notifications on. I post regularly, and I stream every single day at twitch.tv/enders, first link in the description. Now, number one thing that they could change to the game that would just be very, very nice, and I think a lot of people would agree with this one, change the goddamn transport vehicles, okay? Because they're not transport vehicles anymore right now, ladies and gentlemen. They are essentially flying tanks or just cheap kill cheese machines that people use to park backwards on a hillside with a 50mm cannon and one-shot infantry. Believe it or not, it's actually very, very easy to fix this problem. You want to know what you do? You remove every single splash damage weapon possible from transport vehicles. When I played Battlefield back in Battlefield 3 or, Battlefield 4, stuff like that, a lot of the vehicles just had light machine guns, heavy machine guns, maybe the occasional grenade launcher. But other than that, there were never any 30mm cannons, and there were certainly never any 50mm cannons or 40mm like crazy full-auto grenade launchers on transport vehicles. All you really have to do is just remove and replace. Remove the explosive, irritating stupidity, and replace it with either nothing in the case of a Super Hind, just make the gunner seat another seat to transport people in, or you can make it a spotter seat, your choice, but I think the game has too much spotting in it. And for the ground vehicles, you just have to give them miniguns or light machine guns. That's it. It's very, very simple. Now, moving on to problem number 2 that would, in my opinion, would be a little easy to actually remedy. Explosive spam in Battlefield 2042 has only gotten worse with updates, even though Irish's APS is incredibly overpowered and destroys a ton of the explosions anyway. All you have to do to really reduce the cheesy explosive spam is you have to get control of some of the gadgets people are using to push out this explosive spam. The most obvious one for me is Zane is about the most brain-dead thing to use in the entire game, and it has way too much range, and I think the fire rate is too high, because if you've noticed, once you get hit by 2 Zane airbursts, it's almost impossible to get away from the third one. So I think Zane's airburst launcher needs its range cut in half, and yes, I'm serious about this. Its current range is 100 meters, which is just absurd in my opinion. Make that 50 meters, and then reduce the fire rate ever so slightly, so if you're hit by 2 of them, you have a chance to actually get away from the third one. That would not be a substantial rate of fire nerf. Trust me, I know it sounds probably worse than it actually would be. All you would have to do is reduce the fire rate slightly. Another thing you could do to reduce the explosive spam in this game is take a look at the plus menu for a second. On some weapons, you can have 2 grenade launchers or even 3 grenade launchers equipped at one time and then switch between them because they all have separate ammo pools. I would put a hard limit on the plus menu grenade launchers to having 1 per weapon. This way, you don't have people that are switching between all the grenade launchers and spamming out 9 different grenades within a minute. And lastly, another very easy thing to reduce the explosive spam is addressing the SPH explosive launcher. Now, they have already reduced the explosive radius of the SPH explosive launcher by 30%. In my opinion, this has done absolutely nothing. I still get kills just as easily as I did before. What you really need to do to the SPH explosive launcher is you need to reduce the ammo per shot to 1, and you need to decrease the velocity. It's way too easy to use, and it's essentially still a free kill. And I might even go as far as removing its ability to stick to infantry, because I don't know if you guys have died to this, I certainly have, but I have died to teammates that have been stuck with the SPH explosive launcher, then they run to cover where I am, and then I die as a result. So it's just not a very fun game element, and I really don't think anyone would complain if it was removed. The third thing that is probably very obvious to a bunch of people and has actually been mentioned by DICE is squad management. This is coming to the game, I don't know when, perhaps in Season 5, but I still can't believe that the squad menu in Battlefield 2042 is an alphabetical list of players in the server. You can't even see who is in what squad. And for a Battlefield game not to have squad management from launch is pretty shocking. This probably goes without saying, but just literally copy any Battlefield squad management system, you know, Battlefield 3, Battlefield 4, 1, 5, whatever you want to do, and just put that in the game, and I think people would really appreciate that, DICE. The fourth easy fix DICE could do to this game to make the game a little more enjoyable and make a little more sense is do a little weapon tweaking. Some weapons are completely out of control, some weapons are nigh unusable, and another easy thing they could do is adjust the headshot multipliers. A lot of people have complained that the reduction of the SMG headshot multiplier is too much, and I have to say I have to agree with them. It is currently sitting at 1.25x, and I think raising that to 1.5x would be completely fine. I also think the AR headshot multiplier is way too high. I think right now it's 2.15, which results in gunfights where you just pretty much insta-kill people if you hit a headshot. I think reducing that to about 1.75, maybe 1.85 would be more than enough as far as the headshot multiplier is concerned. And these changes are extremely easy to do. Basically, all you would need to do is do some basic math with the damage models and make sure that the headshot multipliers make sense and multiply the numbers to numbers that actually apply damage that is applicable to the 100 HP system. What I mean by that is you don't want a headshot multiplier that's going to produce like weird decimal values, because that could lead to doing 99.9% damage or something weird like that. And the fifth very easy thing they could do in Battlefield 2042 to make the game a little better is adjust some of the movement. Now, movement, I mean here specifically the strafing and just the feel of the strafing. A lot of people, including myself, have complained that strafing in Battlefield 2042 feels very strange. It's almost like it's delayed, or if you're on ice skates or just like walking on ice. I think this has to do with the acceleration / deceleration values of Battlefield 2042. I think if you were to adjust this stuff, the game would feel a lot tighter, a lot more precise, and I think the movement overall would basically just feel a lot more usable. Now, let's all take a second and imagine how much better the game would play just as a result of these 5 simple changes. I think the difference would absolutely be noticeable as soon as you started playing. If you enjoyed the video, hit the like button and of course subscribe to the channel. If you want to leave your own top 5 easy fixes in the comments section, feel free to do that. I would like to see how many of you guys get a list that is similar to mine. And if you want to see me hit all of these clips that you see in the background live, I stream every single day, and that is where I get my gameplay every single day for these YouTube videos. So all the cool things you see happening in the background happen on my live stream. First link in the description, drop me a follow. It's free, and I hope to see some of you guys there. I'll see you guys later.
Supplies are on my mark. Enemy soldier!